Well, Jim, what's your overriding emotion after that game today?
Just frustration. But I seem to have the same half-time teams, all seem to have the same post-match, they seem to be doing the same things in training and asking for certain qualities and certain things to be done, and unfortunately they're not being delivered, so you get like that kind of performance.
Why was there a lack of goals today? What do you feel has gone wrong?
Well, we had a simple. We worked this week again on crossing and set plays. We're chipping free kicks into keepers' hands. We should have Smalley should have scored. We probably could have scored from another corner, but with the crossing, for some reason, it was either delayed or played of the year. We only have to go back to the Harrogate game. The half-time teams talk at Harrogate and just get your crosses in early at the back of the fence. But for some reason, Connor Hampson gets up the pitch and plays the ball high. Sam Minahan, he got himself in some good crossing positions, but didn't deliver them early enough and quick enough into the box. And that was a story. If you don't put the balls in with some quality and some pace, then Jason's not going to score. So he'll have a frustrating afternoon because he didn't get any service at all into the box. And I think we've seen at Leamington, when you do put that service in, or Harrogate, he's going to score. But so the lads have to take responsibility for the simplicity of the techniques that we're asking them to do and deliver the tactics, and if they don't do that, then we're not going to score. And
clearly there were problems at the other end, because I thought Ben Hinchliffe today was absolutely outstanding. He's made some crucial saves to keep it at 0-0.
Yeah, and there was some edgy defending, but gone back to the programme notes where I say that people just give the ball away for fun, where we've worked on certain things about retaining possession, switching the play, playing safely and swiftly across the pitch, and we get players who just pick up the ball up and bang it straight at Jason. It bounces off him and they're on the counter attack, because they were set up to play solid and then play on the counter attack, and they had players who were quite assured in their first touch and their first pass out of pressure, and that caused us a few problems. The two best opportunities in the first half came from our throw-ins, where we're just chucking it. That's why I'm talking about frustrating at this level, because you've got players who are very average, and you're trying to teach them simple stuff, but you're having to retrain them, because all they used to do is just banging it and throwing it without much thought. And if they're not able to be retrained, then we're going to have the same sort of issues week in, week out.
One of the issues today, and one of the frustrations, I guess, would be time wasting. We could see Bradford Park Avenue guilty of that today, and that spilled over onto the touchline at one point with yourself and Danny Boschel. What happened there?
Well, I've gone to retrieve the ball, and all he's done is he's just taken the ball away from me and tried to hide it. But it was, like I said, maybe it sparked the referee into a better life, because I think he was happy with the pace of the game. He was happy with the time wasting. But look, you're going to get that, because teams are, maybe it's a mark of respect that teams are coming here and they're happy to kill the game. But I wish that some of my players had shown a bit of passion to get on the ball and take throw-ins quickly and make things happen. And if we had done that, then perhaps we'd have got the fans up behind them and they would have found the adrenaline. And I didn't think they found the energy or the adrenaline today, because they just cruise through the game at times.
So what do you do now? It's a quick turnaround and a game against the team currently sitting third in Southport. Great win today over Darlington. It's going to be a tough game. What can you do between now and Tuesday? No,
just to take stock. Obviously, look at Southport. They've been playing a 3-4-1-2.
Yeah.
I know they've had a couple of injuries and a couple of suspensions that change the thing. So we have to be respectful that they're a good side. They know what they're doing. But we have to look at ourselves and look at the players that are causing us problems. If I'm having to get out the dugout and say the same thing over and over against the same player, then he shouldn't really be playing. But we've got a back four at the moment that's got errors and gives the ball away, so we need to tidy up on that. We need a midfielder that plays its position and links the play better, so that the balls are not going back to front. But I think the front three have got to, our key marquee signings have got to find the quality that that we've invested in.
And we have any more players back and available? I noticed obviously Stephen O'Halloran and Ben McKenna didn't make it for today.
Yeah, well, the concern was Steve is fit. The concern was that if we'd played him today, that he may not have been able to recover sufficiently. So he's an option for us, especially if we consider a back three. Obviously Darren Stevenson will be fresh. We're not sure about Ben McKenna. confident, but I still think it's, you know, quick turnaround these 3 days, and he'd love to play. He'd give us something, a bit of a dash. I think we've seen today that Gary's got energy, but he's miles off in terms of fitness. So, like I said, we've got a couple of options. I think we'll have to freshen it up, and it's not because people don't deserve to start. I just think that we need energy on Tuesday night. We need to be able to play on the front foot, and then when we get high we need to be able to recover, because otherwise teams will just hurt us on the counter-attack. And so pleased with the clean sheet. I don't think we deserved the clean sheet on the balance of the poor possession and mistakes we made at the back, but he also felt that we had enough possession and penetration to deserve a goal. So I suppose we have to accept that 0-0 is a result that both teams are satisfied with but unhappy with.
When you look ahead to Southport, I think you know one or two of their players, particularly Stephen Jennings. Was he your first signing at Motherwell? Is that right?
Yeah, Stephen was a solid midfielder at Tranmere and did really well. I don't know what condition he's in. Obviously they've recruited quite well and they've hit the ground running, but apparently there's a lot of money being invested there, so they've been able to attract players with a little bit maybe of sort of experience outside of this division.
A lot of long-term loans, isn't there?
Well, it's a way to go. If you can attract those type of players, But from our point of view, we've invested in what we've got. But I'm a little bit frustrated with like the fans have for 5 years of part-time averageness.
It's a good way to finish. Thank you, Jeff. Cheers.